Aloha everyone and welcome to Skincare with Hyram. If you don't know who I am, my name is Hyram and I'm passionate about teaching you how to perfect your skincare routine. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. Is it just me or do I look really tan? My pasty ass is not used to this. It's probably my Mexican ancestry being like, bitch, we need something. In today's video, I am talking about First Aid Beauty and what my genuine, honest thoughts are on the brand. Honestly, this is not a video I expected to make whatsoever because I kind of felt like due to the amount of times that I've recommended First Aid Beauty in my videos, you guys would kind of, not really be requesting this brand review, but on the contrary, you guys have been requesting this brand so much. There are some products that I'm not crazy about from First Aid Beauty and some products that I do love, and they have a very interesting perspective towards ingredients. I figured why not make a dedicated video to the brand telling you guys all of my unadulterated, honest thoughts per usual, like I've done with all of my other truth about videos. You know what, I'm feeling lazy today, so let's just jump into the video. I'm ready to get this shit over with. I mean, not that I'm dreading this. I have 3 videos to film today and I am on a schedule, bitch. I'm gonna start off by telling you guys about the brand, then go product by product, some of their most best sellers, and break down the ingredient list because ingredients don't lie, bitch. And then at the very end, give you guys my final thoughts as to whether I think First Aid Beauty is worth it or not. So let's get into it. So First Aid Beauty is a brand that I always considered to kind of be like the underdog of the skincare world. I never really saw First Aid Beauty getting a lot of attention. That is until I figured out that their Ultra Repair Cream is like one of the best selling moisturizers of all time, and I think one is sold like every 30 seconds. So they're doing just fine. First Aid Beauty is what I would say a mid to low point price range. I would say most of their products range from about $20 to $35. First Aid Beauty is a brand that's really overall focused on providing skin solutions for people with sensitive and eczema prone skin. But they definitely offer a variety of products for all different skin types, and the brand has grown so much that they honestly have a pretty considerable product range. They pack a punch. As for some things I like about the brand, they are more geared towards sensitive skin, so they're extremely ingredient conscious. They're also cruelty free, and they have their signature clean list, like the ingredients that they avoid formulating with. But as opposed to other products, they don't use the term fragrance at all, and they formulate without SD alcohol, denatured alcohol, or ethanol. And one thing that I also really like about the brand is that they recently sent me this in PR, and what it says on the package is that they're committing $1 million to paying off student loans across the nation. I really respect brands that go out of their way to help social causes, and student loan debt is definitely a significant one, so I applaud them for that. Nearly all of the products in this video they have sent to me at one point, but a lot of these products I've actually repurchased for myself. But you guys know when it comes to my perspective on products, it's all about ingredients. So as nice as First Aid Beauty has been, that does not stop me for holding them accountable for their negative or positive ingredients that they use, because my standards are painfully and frustratingly high, but it's all for you guys. All right, let's get into the products. I'm going to be organizing these from my least favorite to my favorite, starting the Ultra Repair Oat and Cannabis Sativa Seed Oil. This one is a dry oil, and by dry oil I mean it's less of an occlusive oil, which means it's very lightweight, it soaks into the skin really easily, and it doesn't leave behind that thick layer that oils typically leave on your skin. This one's formulated with jojoba oil, an amazing oil for all skin types. I specifically like it for my oily skin. Colloidal oatmeal, which is great for soothing skin sensitivity and preventing eczema, and hemp seed oil, which has been a popular ingredient for its hydrating and moisturizing benefits. Now, initially, I really enjoyed my experience with this product because it's one of the lightest oils that I've ever used. It just really feels like you're putting nothing on your face. But after looking at the ingredient list a little bit more, there were some ingredients that I wasn't a fan of, particularly rosemary essential oil, which is different from rosehip oil. Rosemary is a fragrant essential oil that's really just added to give like this nice aroma to the product. And they also formulate with limonene and linalool, which are both fragrant components I am imagining added to make the rosemary smell a little bit stronger. And if you don't know my stance on essential oils or fragrance, I just think they are completely unnecessary in skincare because they're solely added to give this aromatic, fragrant component, but not actually benefiting the skin. And usually essential oils are so unstable when exposed to air and light that you're really not getting any benefits, and you're pretty much just seeing any potential negative side effects and sensitivity issues that could come from it. And I just like to avoid them where possible. Now, is this ingredient list bad? I wouldn't say so. Like, while it does have those 3 ingredients that I'm not a fan of, the rest of the ingredients are pretty good, but being that they do add fragrant components, I'm just like, I just stopped using this product because I do feel like there are better ones out there. For example, a substitute that I would recommend is actually their Ultra Wild Oat Hydrating Toner, because it has a lot of the same ingredients, but it's in a lightweight toner form, so it works if you have more oily skin or you don't want that heavy layer of those ingredients across your face. Or there's the Inkey List Hemp Moisturizer, which has hemp seed oil as the 3rd ingredient and is also formulated with green tea extract. extract. So I'd recommend those products instead of this one. The next product is their facial radiance pads, which I know I have them and I cannot freaking find them anywhere. But yeah, this is one of their most popular products that they have. They're exfoliating pads that you wipe across the face daily or every other day to be able to dissolve away at the dead skin cells and have fresh, glowy, bright skin. Now for positives, I have to say the main thing that attracted me to this product was that it's alcohol free. And let me tell you, finding an exfoliating wipe or pad that is formulated without denatured alcohol, in my experience, is next to impossible. So that's a plus in my opinion. Alcohol is usually added to exfoliating pads as a penetration enhancer to be able to deliver the exfoliating ingredients into your skin, but there are amazing exfoliating products out there that aren't formulated with denatured alcohol. And being that denatured alcohol is a really low quality product and has a lot of skin sensitivity issues, I just avoid it. It's also formulated with lactic acid, glycolic acid, both of which are great AHAs, or as Ava Jules calls it, AHAs, as well as licorice root and green tea extract, which are great for soothing the skin and awesome antioxidants. Now, while the results from these are good, I'm not crazy about them because they are formulated with orange extract and lemon extract. Orange and lemon extract, in my opinion, operate similarly to essential oils. While they do have some exfoliating abilities, they tend to offer more irritation potential, and there's just better ingredients out there for exfoliating the skin. Now, extracts are not as bad as essential oils, I will say that, but overall I just try to avoid them in general, particularly because they can also increase sensitivity to the sun, which is something that my ass definitely wants to avoid here in Hawaii. Now, I'm not completely mad because a lot of other more natural exfoliating wipes that I found pretty much solely use citrus extracts for exfoliation, which I'm just like, what, why? Lactic acid, glycolic acid, salicylic acid are amazing exfoliating ingredients on their own. Why do you have to add all this fragrant bullshit in there? So I do appreciate that they're at a lower concentration, but it's still to me kind of like, meh, I don't really need this in my routine. However, I will say that if you are someone who wants to have exfoliating pads, I have to say these are probably the best that I've ever found. Moving on next to their Gentle Face Cleanser, one of the most gentle cleansers that I found on the market that is still pretty effective. I would say is best for dry skin. It works to just get the dirt out of your skin but feels non-stripping. Is this a cleanser that I use on a regular basis? No, honestly, this is only a cleanser I use when I go to the dry mainland, so it's best suited for dry skin. This one has really gentle surfactants, which are cleansing agents, as well as green tea and licorice root extract. I think this is a great cleanser for dry skin. I recommend it to people all the time. I even gave it to Brad Mondo in my collaboration video with him. I'll link it down below if you want to watch. It's pretty fun. But yeah, a great overall cleanser. Now we're moving into my favorites with the Ultra Repair Berry Air Cream, not Barrier. This product is one of the most innovative products that I think I've seen on the market. The reason being is that they use oxygen. I wish you guys could see. This is not a cream. Think of it like a sea foam in here. I don't know if you can see, but there's like oxygen bubbles all throughout this texture. And then you only need to use a little bit and it turns into a really occlusive moisturizer. It's just so freaking cool. And I remember the first time I saw it and I was like, what is this? What? I just couldn't figure out what it was and how they did it, but I ended up buying it, and I really enjoy it. For ingredients I like, it's formulated with glycerin, as well as the ceramide complex, linoleic acid, licorice extract, green tea extract, sodium hyaluronate, which is a concentrated form of hyaluronic acid that'll pull in moisture from the environment into your skin, as well as colloidal oatmeal. It's fragrance-free, and I think one of the reasons I do like it so much is because it really represents innovation in the skincare community. Oftentimes, especially with all of these fast fashion skincare brands coming up, you'll really just find the same type of formulas out there. It's the same types of ingredients that just kind of make me yawn when I'm reading the ingredient list. But I really like when companies can use non-irritating effective ingredients and be able to position them in a really innovative way that creates this new type of product on the market. To me, that's what makes skincare so fun. I'd say the only downside for this is that it is a little bit too thick and heavy for my oily T-zone, but for my dry cheeks and neck, I love using this product and I would recommend it to anyone who has more combination to dry skin. Next up is their Retinol eye cream. Now I know what you guys are thinking. Hyram, why are you including an eye cream on your favorites list when you've said before that eye cream isn't necessary? I know what I said. But this is one of the only exceptions that I found. This is their eye cream formulated with retinol, as well as glycerin, squalane, shea butter, ceramides, a peptide complex, sodium hyaluronate, and oat extract. It is one of those ingredient lists when I looked at it, I was like, oh shit. this is a good product. And being that it is formulated with retinol, it's a little bit reassuring to me because I get really nervous when applying standard retinol serums to my under eye area because I worry that it's just going to be a little bit too strong. And this one shows that at a lower concentration, it can be really effective for taking care of that under eye area so you're avoiding aging as much as possible. Now, the downside to this product that I will say is that the price point is pretty steep. It's $42. Really expensive for an eye cream, and I think one of their most expensive products. But that being said, I am always willing to pay a high price point for a product if I find that their formula is really innovative, really good, and non-irritating ingredients. And this product meets all of those standards. I've used this for a few months. I've seen good results. I'll continue to use it, and I've never once noticed irritation, even when at one point I was using it on a nightly basis to see if any irritation would come out of it. And now for the last two products, my favorite products from the entire line. Their standard Ultra Repair Cream Intense Hydration. I have talked about this product in so many of my videos, it's not even funny, but this product is a hero. When you look at the ingredient list, colloidal oatmeal is the first ingredient. What the actual fuck? Before water. Colloidal oatmeal is an incredible ingredient if you have sensitive or eczema prone skin. In my video that I just did about how to take care of sensitive skin, I'll link it down below. I listed colloidal oatmeal as one of the best ingredients out there to look for if your skin is sensitized. And the fact that it's highest on this ingredient list, even before water, shows to me that the brand really cares about top tier formula for the ingredients. But in addition to that, it's also formulated with glycerin, shea butter, squalane, white tea, and licorice root extract, as well as a bunch of other ingredients that are good for moisturizing and hydrating the face. The one downside to this is that the last ingredient on their list is eucalyptus extract. Now, eucalyptus is typically used as a fragrant component. Now, again, it is eucalyptus extract and not essential oil, which makes a difference in concentration and irritation potential. And honestly, you guys, I've used this product like on a daily basis so many times, and I've legit like put my nose in the jar and inhaled, and I cannot smell it for the life of me. And my stance when it comes to most essential oils, if there are a few essential oils like at the very bottom of the ingredient list and I don't smell it whatsoever, I'm personally fine with using it because I know that the concentration is so low that it'll be safe for my skin. But if you have a eucalyptus sensitivity or you want to avoid it altogether, that's up to you. But in my opinion, it's totally justified compared to the other incredible ingredients that this product has. And the reason why I say this product is a savior is because it did save my skin from eczema. When I was struggling with it on the mainland, this product I would use every day, and I always noticed that my skin was super hydrated. I never noticed any dryness, but I also didn't notice any excess shininess. And I like the formula because it delivers so much moisturizer, but it's so lightweight. It doesn't feel like a heavy Nivea cream. You know what I'm saying? Where it's super thick and you feel like you're just caking it on your face. And I personally think there's a reason why this is their top seller. And then for my favorite product from this entire brand, the best of the best in my opinion, it's their coconut water cream. I recommend this to pretty much every single person I've come into contact with who has oily skin because that's just how much I love it. It's an extremely lightweight texture that soaks into the skin. For ingredients, it has some really good soothing coconut components, as well as sodium hyaluronate, licorice root extract, green tea extract, and tons of good fruit extracts like apricot. What is that? Did I just make a new fruit? Apple, apricot, feverfew, coffee, vanilla extract, and others. I remember the first time that I saw this in store and I looked at the ingredient list and I was like, sign me the fuck up because this ingredient list looks bomb. But that's not even why I love it so much. The texture of this is so freaking lightweight and it soaks into the skin, not even kidding, in 30 seconds. Boom, like that. It is so biocompatible that it just soaks into your skin so quickly. And the reason why I love that is that, hello, I live in humid Hawaii, and during the summertime, it gets so humid that I swear to God, I cannot put on a moisturizer because my skin will sweat that shit out in a heartbeat. And I've tried it with so many different products aimed towards oily skin, and this is the only product that I've ever found in my life that stays put. Overall, I just love it. If you do have oily skin, I highly recommend you check this one out just because it's done wonders for my skin, and a lot of people I've recommended it to have also just loved the results. Whew. And now that we're through the products, let me share my overall thoughts about the brand. In terms of negatives for the brand, I don't like that the brand sometimes does formulate with citrus extracts and fragrant components like limonene and linalool, and I think it would just be better if they took those ingredients out of their formulas because they already have pretty killer formulas to begin with. And sometimes I feel like their price point can be a little bit high, like $42 for an eye cream. Honey, that's not cheap. But honestly, those are the only bad things I can think of for this brand, because everything else about First Aid Beauty I absolutely love. I think they have really innovative and incredible formulas utilizing the best of skin soothing and antioxidant ingredients into really cool consistencies that deliver the results that you want. Their midpoint price range, so most of their products are relatively affordable when you compare it to a lot of other products that are available at Sephora and Ulta. It's pretty clear looking at the ingredients that they use that this is a brand that is definitely trustworthy, because they just use the best of the best ingredients. And they're simple. They're not focused on fancy fragrances, crazy packaging. It's honestly just everything that I look for in a brand. Now, if I didn't review a product that you were hoping I would talk about, honestly, I have to say the products that I didn't like that I talked about in this video are the only products that I've been able to find from the brand that I don't like. Every other product ingredient list that I've looked through from them, I completely believe is good for the skin, and I'm impressed with pretty much everything else that they offer. So the only ones that I would be a little bit worried about are the ones that I talked about in today's video. If you are considering buying a different product from them, I'd say go for it, because the formulas are just that good. But yeah, those are all my thoughts. I bet some of you are expecting me to trash this brand, but on the contrary, I actually really like First Aid Beauty and I would recommend them to everyone. What do you guys think of the brand or the products? Let me know in the description box below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Or what are some of your favorite products from the brand? Because I still haven't tried all the products and I would love to discover more favorites if possible. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Mwah.